Muscle up ring row. The ring row muscle up is a progression used to train the muscle up transition, and it's a real shoulder burner. We set the rings to be around hip height. Hold the rings with a nice tight false grip and lie back into an angled ring row with a hollow body shape. At the bottom of each rep, the elbows must be locked and the knuckles are pointing outwards. This will help to train the grip strength and mobility that is required for a muscle up. Just like any rowing movement, we start with a scapular retraction and depression before we flex the elbow. Focus on engaging the back muscles before pulling the rings to the sternum. During the concentric row, the hands will rotate so that the knuckles are pointing inwards. This allows the rings to be pulled closer to the sternum, which makes the transition smoother. Keep the rings in front of the chest and pull nice and high before we start the transition. We then trace a line under the pecs as the rings move from being in front of the body to the side of the body. The force on the rings will shift from being a pull to being a push as the shoulders move from below the rings to above the rings. Allow the hips to flex as the body moves into the bottom of the dip, with the elbows stacked directly above the wrists. Do not relax here. The eccentric motion of the muscle up transition is the most valuable part of this exercise. From the bottom of the dip, the elbows must move in an arch motion from being stacked above the wrists to being under the wrists. Slowly allow the elbows to move back and continue to push down on the rings. As the elbows move from above to below the rings, the force will switch back from being a push to a pull. There should be no grey areas in the transition. Show control all the way down. Again, aim to trace a line under the pecs as the rings move from beside the body to being back in front of the body. During this transition, you must reclaim the false grip on the rings and extend the hips to return to the hollow body shape. Once the rings are back in front of the body, the same position that we reached in the concentric motion of the row, we lower back to the starting position with straight arms and the knuckles turned out.